Smiles, everyone. We must be careful how we present ourselves.
Why did Divine Victoria call the Exalted Council? She's kept Orlais from bothering us for the last 2 years.
At increasing political cost, yes. She has done all she can, but the Exalted Council has become necessary. Orlais would control us, and based on their many marriage proposals, they have specific plans for you. Our real concern is Ferelden. They would see us disbanded entirely.
Inquisitor, it has been too long. I hope the years have been kind.
How have you been, Mother?
I spent last summer in Emprise du Lion, distributing food sent from the Exalted Plains. The Dales are finally recovering.
Corypheus left a great deal of damage for us to repair.
And I yours. I should mention that your forces at Suladin Keep were of great help. Please give my compliments to Baron Deschedin. Divine Victoria asked me to greet you on her behalf. She is currently attending to the Ferelden ambassador's
You can probably just call her Liliana.
You can, Inquisitor. I prefer to use her Divine. Our last Divine once joked about why I insisted upon calling her Justinian. She called it my way of reassuring her that I had not completely forgotten who was in charge.
How do you think Divine Victoria has done these last 2 years?
It is hardly for me to say.
With respect, that's never stopped you before, Mother Giselle.
Victoria has proven adept at winning allies with both her intelligence and her faith. It is a blessing in these trying times. We are lucky to have her.
I'll speak to Divine Victoria.
I believe she would appreciate that, Your Worship. The Divine sees the good that you can... Duke Cyril will wish to greet you on behalf of Orlais. I believe he is currently speaking with the Tevinter. Many of your friends have returned as well. I hope you have a chance to speak with them before...
The Imperium sent an ambassador.
Yes, Your Worship. It will be good to see him again. I allowed my distrust of Tevinter to cloud my judgment.
You're going to apologize?
I have little patience for those who cannot admit they were wrong. I will have to make my apologies somewhere public.
Who has returned for the Exalted?
Your dwarven friend, Master Tetras, for one. I understand he spent much of the last few years in Kirkwall. I believe Sir Blackwall has returned as well, although he now uses the name Tom. Enjoy time with them while you can, Your Worship. I doubt you will have the chance once the Exalted Council is underway.
Thank you, Mother Giselle.
Your Worship, a final question. Ferelden would have the Inquisition disband. Orlais sees its power as another feather in a chevalier. What do you wish to do with the Inquisition?
The Inquisition still has work to do.
Then I wish you luck in the negotiations. Make her watch over you, Inquisitor.
The Prince of Starkhaven...
Of course he did. Just put that one in the pile with letters from...
And the captain of the city guard had a very colorful message for me.
Inquisitor! Andraste's ass, am I ever glad to see you.
Am I interrupting?
Yes.
Which is perfect, because Bran here needed a break. This is Bran Cave.
Provisional, Viscount.
Of Kirkwall?
Are you here to represent Kirk?
Provisional, Viscount. which sadly is no longer my office. I have resumed my post as seneschal now that Master Tethras has been elected.
You're the Viscount of Kirkwall.
Well, it seems the two of you have a great deal to discuss.
So, it turns out you fund enough reconstruction efforts in a city-state, the nobles give you the worst job they can think of.
That's fantastic.
I think the nobility figured, after Dumar and Perrin, what's the worst that could happen? They voted me in because I got the harbor and businesses up and running again. They want shit. Anyway, I was hoping I'd catch you before the summit got underway. It's official recognition of your title and holdings in Kirkwall. Congratulations. You're a compt.
You can't actually do that.
Too late. You should stop by Hightown sometime to see your estate. It's pretty nice.
Proper disposition of empty estates is...
You were leaving us to talk.
What brought all this on?
Oh, what kind of Viscount would I be if I didn't abuse my position to... Oh, that reminds me. It's the key to the city.
You can't give that away without approval from the council.
It's just symbolic.
It controls one of the giant chain nets.
Really? That is so much better than I thought.
This operates those giant chains.
No.
I don't know how this council thing is going to end. But whatever gets decided, you've got a place lined up. Anyway, you should meet with the diplomat.
I wouldn't miss...
Don't bet any public bill.
Fashionably late. I thought you weren't gonna show.
I gave you my word.
Easy there. So tell me everything that happened while... And Geralf strolls up, hands filled with ripe squashes, and says, "Sir, I must report that it was an utter boondoggle." Maybe you had to be there.
Yes, probably lost something.
Well, we can't all be Varric. Anyway, it's nice to be back. The Wardens will be missing me, but they aren't going to keep me away from a friend who might need my sword arm.
Your aim is atrocious.
Think you can do better? Inquisitor.
Oh,
Is everything all right?
yes. Well, I wanted to speak with you.
I am.
Maybe you should sit.
I can stand.
Maybe I should sit. The last 3 years have been a joy. I cannot have asked for more love, but to take such a drastic step, I fear what it might do to us. Do you not feel the same?
I suppose.
You suppose? Marriage is no trivial matter.
Marriage?
Yes, marriage. You're not here to propose. I am going to kill Varric. Why do I believe everything he says? Why?
Now that you've brought it up, maybe we should get married.
Perhaps one day. It will be a truly romantic proposal, and I will act very... How did Varric...
Inquisitor, Glimmering, glittering, perfect cut, mask a maze of gemstones. She will think it pretty.
Excuse me, I might,
I appreciate the help getting him elsewhere.
He wants stones the color of his eyes. And I needed the table.
For breadcrumb?
Birds like breadcrumbs.
Inquisitor, how good to see you here. I came to sit and pen another song.
Sweet songs, poignant pain plants joy that grows later. She can't see me. I help her help people.
I gathered.
You're smart and kind. You're worthy of true love.
Hello, Halam Sharam! The fire of Zither must be fueled by wine, ideally shared with adoring fan.
But not with him. Yes, better. He'll be gentle, so will you.
You're with the Chargers, are you not?
Oh, yes. I love your songs. Sometimes I'd sit up on the chair to take a better look at your songs. The Chargers have their own song, if...
Good.
Nicely done, Cole.
Here's you, and everyone. Glad to be back, all stuffed together. Don't worry, Herald of Everywhere. I came prepared. I know what everyone needs. Just like best.
I expected a roof.
It's early. Anyway, that was a good run. You know it's ending, right? We can say it won't, but knobs in places like this, they'll try a leash. Or worse. But maybe you aren't ready to quit just because some Lord Piddlebits.
The Inquisition's still needed.
That's the problem. When people need us, they don't need them. Point is, sooner, all this changes. And you've helped me understand. See, I have these friends, and all of them were the wrong sort of whatever. Their place changed, or it never was. So together, we made an us. Everyone needs an us. What do you think, Inquisitor? Want to run some rooftops as a Jenny?
Well, all I have to say is call me Red Frigging Jenny.
Way too confusing. You'll get a city. One that rhymes with arse.
Oh! I should have said we needed a we instead of an us, because... Wait! Anus!
To all my friends.
Always and ever, Inquisitor. Always and ever.
Sarah was never in the grave.
Creepy song is creepy. Ugh.
Your Worship, I'm glad you're here. Listen, I need you to keep the Chief distracted while we sneak this dragon skull through the room behind him. It's for his birthday.
I'll see what I can do.
All right, here he comes.
Hey, boss. Good to see you.
You know what, Bull? I really like hitting things.
I know, right?
It's good to see that the veil has largely healed. You might think otherwise, but the veil isn't technically a physical barrier. It's more like a magical vibration. Did you know that Ferelden has its own names for lords? Inside those are cities and Arlings ruled by Arls. And then there's the Banorn.
Good to know.
It's fascinating to see the remnants of Syrian. Most of it was deliberately erased.
Uh-huh.
Do you think news of the Exalted Council could affect the...
Maybe.
Surprise! Happy birthday, Chief!
Oh, you guys. You got me.
You there! You're to dodge. If that ball were a fireball, you'd be dead.
You found a dog.
They don't breed Mabari in Olay. The merchant said he was abandoned. Perhaps his owner's tired of...
Tire of you. With that positive attitude and fetching ability.
He's not supposed to fetch.
I don't think you understand.
Another Ferelden trapped at the Winter Palace. I couldn't leave him to that fate. Besides, I think he likes me.
You could take him to Ferelden's.
I did promise my sister... The Inquisition will change after this. Whatever happens, our people, you, Liliana, Josephine, will have my support. In whatever form you require.
If your support comes with that of your new friend, I'm sold.
You can help. Dodge this, and I'll find overpriced Orlesian dog treats before we go.
Darling, you made it. Excellent. I scheduled this appointment ages ago. With the Imperial Garden Spa, of course. You worked so hard, my dear. I wanted to treat you.
That sounds like a fun...
Of course it is, darling.
What are the cheese wheels for?
It pains me that you even have to ask. You've clearly been living too long in...
Did you hear something?
Relax, darling. It's spa day. How have you been? It seems ages since we've spoken. I hope things are well with you and Cassandra.
Things are excellent.
I'm glad to hear it.
You must be keeping very busy.
Someone has to keep the mess that's been made of Thadis's institutions of magic. Don't you feel better, my dear? This place really does work miracles.
What happened?
Darling, it's spa day. Don't fret. You'll undo all the good they've done. Come along, Inquisitor. They have other appointments, you know.
It's been quite a day so far.
Have they given you trouble?
Not at all. Would you walk with me? The palace has been most accommodating. We are, after all, here at their insistence. But the ministers may... No. No more talk of the council. This meeting was to spend time with you in a more relaxed...
Is this in your daily note?
Of course not. The truth is, there is a small entertainment happening tonight.
You'd like me to go?
Very much so. In all the years you worked with Orlais, you had so little time to enjoy its culture.
Perhaps you're right.
And then back to Skyhold without a moment's pause. With all that's been happening, I promised myself a single evening out. I'd very much like to go with a friend.
Thank you for thinking of me.
Splendid. The past years have been so busy.
A calm night out sounds...
Oh, bravo! Bravo!
Was the woman in gold?
Oh, it's all very simple. The first actor's mask is determined by... well, I will lend you the program. But tell me, did you enjoy the performance?
That was one of the greatest things.
Truly.
That part with the glittery... And they actually set fire.
Then I call tonight a great success. Oh, look! The encore signal!
Of course not, Inquisitor. I was catching up with Redcliffe's Arl.
Inquisitor, good to meet you.
How are things in Redcliffe?
Blessedly quiet. The mayor conveys his greetings. Redcliffe remembers its savior.
I had hoped to steal a moment of the divine...
Very well. We'll continue this later, Your...
Many are frightened of the Inquisition's power, but I will do all I can to allay their fears.
Is there anything I can do to...
Explore the grounds. I have much to do.
I'm glad you finally arrived, Inquisitor. The Crown's anxious for news. The breach is long gone, yet Skyhold's army remains. Ferelden can't continue to ignore soldiers on its borders.
I appreciate knowing where Ferelden stand.
You are owed that, Inquisitor. These Orlesians will talk circles. I won't keep you longer.
The first time I came to the Winter Palace, I was only 18. I was dazzled. Such rich hangings, splendid marble columns, more golden lions than I could count. It's all still here, still bright, but I no longer see that same palace.
Over time, it's easy to grow.
If only I were just numb. Now all I see are hands rubbed raw to make gold gleam, tears shed in the night over silk embroidery. They seek to tear the Inquisition down. You feel it, no? Fear.
Have we not made enough allies?
If friends were easily made and kept, we wouldn't need diplomacy. Our allies can be cordial to our faces and still dread the future. They are afraid of nothing so much as the hand that directs it all.
Mine.
Already your actions have begun to reshape Thedas. Your influence is felt everywhere. It was only a matter of time before they moved. I'm surprised it took this long. The Inquisition's time is coming to an end.
The Inquisition still does good work.
We set out to restore peace, and now peace is upon us. You and I have come so far through the darkness together. It is time for us both to live in the light.
It's true. Orlais is on your side, Lord Parvis. The Inquisition's support is not a thing to lose lightly.
Which is why the Orlesian court is circling it. But you'll have to excuse me. Inquisitor, how long has it been? Don't actually tell me. I despise feeling old. It's good to see you, my friend.
You arrived ahead of me.
It's everything I expected. Orlais wants the Inquisition tamed, Ferelden wants it gone, the Chantry meddles, and Tevinter sends but one ambassador. That's me, by the way. A reward for my interest. Thankfully, Ambassador Pavus is a token appointment.
Inquisitor, Duke Cyril Montfort, member of the Council of Heralds and Lord of Chateau. I have long followed your work.
Is that sentiment shared by the rest of the court?
Of course. Orlais wishes only to offer respectful guidance to the Inquisition.
The Inquisition's grown. It would be shocking if they didn't find us a...
Yet you've started no major wars. The Inquisition is a very considerate run. I've not forgotten Justinia's death. I had friends who perished at the Temple of Sacred Act. More than the good you have done, it is a good we may do together I don't wish to lose. Whatever happens...
As the most eloquent dwarf you know, Sparkles...
Speech! Speech! Way too much speech.
Varric, there's really no need.
What's going on?
Inquisitor! Sparkles, the Imperium doesn't deserve you. Or want you. It may even kill you. But we'll miss you. And you didn't know. Okay, folks. Time to take the party elsewhere.
Toma never wanted any.
Leave him.
It's true. When the Exalted Council has ended, I'm going back to Tevinter. For good, this time.
You know I'll miss you.
Naturally. My father is dead. I received notice this morning. A perversely cheerful letter congratulating me on assuming his seat in the... We only met a few times while I was home. He didn't say anything about keeping me as... This ambassadorship, his doing, I have to go back.
I know it was complicated.
Thank you. It still doesn't feel real.
You'll need help.
Not this time. I won't be entirely without support. We'll be an actual faction in the Magisterium. I'll teach them manners, take them shopping.
I wish you safe travels.
Oh, I'll need it, thank you. A present. A going-away present. It's a sending crystal. Amazing what friendship with the Inquisition gives you access. If I get in over my head, or you're overwhelmed with sorrow for lack of my velvety voice... Magic. What? You didn't think I would just leave? You are my dearest friend. Now let's finish the good...
Thank you, Your Holiness. Now, Artigan, as to your concerns...
The Inquisition established an armed presence in Ferelden territory. You outright seized Caer Bronach in Crestwood.
Yes, from bandits. Would you like us to give it back?
Your help was appreciated 2 years ago, Inquisitor. Now order has been restored. Invading under pretext of restoring order is exactly what the Grey Wardens did to us centuries ago. Now the Inquisition is doing the same thing with...
Your concern is ill-founded. The Grey Wardens have proven their worth to...
Of course Orlais tolerates this interference. The Inquisition is the only reason Selene still has the throne.
Rest assured, Tegan, the Empire of Orlais will not stand idle. Unlike Ferelden, however, Orlais understands that these were the well-intentioned mistakes of a young organization.
An organization in need of a guiding hand. Yours, no doubt.
Pardon me, Inquisitor. Divine Victoria wishes to speak with you in private.
The Divine Victoria? Who's sitting just up there?
Yes, and who was once your spy master. pressing matter, your worship.
Something has come up. I'll be back.
What? Perhaps it would be best if we took a short recess. The guard said we should both see this. I believe she was correct. A Canary warrior in full armor. How did he get into the Winter Palace?
Would the Iron Bull know anything about...
I asked, and he is as surprised as we are. Since becoming Tal Vashoth, he has had no contact with his people. He seems frustrated at not knowing more. This is a warrior, not a spy. Part of the Antam, the Canary military. Most of his wounds come from a fight against someone using magic, but at least a few are from a blade. He was badly hurt, separated from his allies, and made it here before he died. But how?
We need to find out what's going... Can Josephine manage the diplomats?
She will be fine. It's all speeches and posturing for the first few days anyway. I will also have our friends ready themselves for battle if need be.
You think that's likely?
I think the Exalted Council may be more
Looks like he came down over the railing. Active alluvion. If I'm going through it, I'm not going alone. This is the crossroads. Morrigan brought me here while showing me the alluvions.
It's pretty, I guess. Kind of stretchy. Ugh. Too many colors.
Everything looks grey and murky to me.
But there's patterns all over. It's like glass from, where's it? Sorol, isn't it?
I wonder if it somehow looks different to elves.
How would that work? Eyes are eyes, or supposed to be. Oh, stupid place.
The elves found a spell. What does it want? I think I know what to say. Armelana de Thavrin. Rivas vid Amelathalas.
Right. That wasn't weird.
It was part of a ritual. A secret greeting from those Fen'Harel. If Mithal's Well of Sorrows knew this, were they close?
What's wrong?
The anchor flared up. It's fine now.
A mage. They killed any Kunari in the way and let the spirits do the rest.
Two parties, then. The Kunari, and a mystery agent determined to stop them. Come on. We have to warn people about the Kunari's designs on the Winter Palace.
One dead Kunari was bad enough. Now we have more, and they're hostile.
This makes no sense. The Kunari may not be friendly to the Inquisition.
They also have no reason to be here, or using Illuvians at all.
I've had the mirror placed under guard for now, Your Holiness.
Cullen, please just call me Liliana.
Yes, Liliana.
It appears the relative peace and quiet of the last 2 years is coming...
First the Blight, then Mages and Templars, then Corypheus, and now this. Can't we go 10 years without the world falling to pieces?
We must ensure that the Kunari do not disrupt the negotiation.
I'm certain you can soothe the nobles' ruffled feathers.
Not when the Inquisitor insults everyone present by walking out in the middle of the talks. Our only advantage is that Orlais and Ferelden are divided in gold. If they unite against us, Divine Victoria will have no choice but to support their claims. We could lose everything.
I know we're asking a lot of you, Ambassador. I promise we...
My apologies. I will attend to the Exalted Council.
And while Josie does that, we will investigate.
We, Your Holiness?
You do, Josie?
I'll head back to the crossroads. We need to find out what the Kunari are doing, and why they attacked.
And I'll have a quiet word with our honor guard.
Are you the Inquisitor?
Odd to find a human down in the deep roads at all.
We don't have much time.
The Vidasala. That's a high-ranking Bin Hasrath. Specializes in magic. Finding, studying, stop.
Not anymore. I don't care whether you serve Fen'Harel or not. Someone has to stop her.
What do you mean? This Vidasala's not doing her job anymore.
Almost a complete revert. This place is Illyrium. The Kunari need it for... Have you ever heard of Sarabas?
Dangerous thing. It's what the Qun calls me.
Even as a Templar, I'd never seen anything like the power and now Vidasala is giving them lyrium.
That's a load of crap. There's no way the Vidasala would let any Cerebas within 1,000 feet.
There's more to it than that, but I couldn't find out what. The Canary don't like it when you ask too many questions.
That's not seriously the name of the plan, is it? Dragon's Breath.
You know that most Dragon's Breath destroys everything in it. She said it would save the South. This mine is the only source of lyrium. They're using Gatlock. If you get the primers from Central Supply, you can prime the Gatlock and detonate it. The mines will go up in...
All right, I'll try to stop them.
I doubt my blessing counts for much now. Deep Stalkers and Cave-ins will cut off reinforcements. You've got to find the Vidasala to end this war before it begins.
There's no telling how bad things will get when I destroy the mine.
Oh well. Good luck.
Let's go.
Dragon's breath. The Canary always enjoy their metaphors.
But what does it mean?
Who knows? Canary agents moving through Illuvians to attack.
I still do not understand why they accused the Inquisition of serving Fenarel.
We know that Mythal actually exists. It's possible Fenharel is still here in some form.
What you describe in the ruins certainly implies that the Dread Wolf of Elven legend is a real person.
But how does that implicate us? What made them decide that...
Hopefully we will learn more after we have stopped them.
Let's see the Exalted Council try to disband the Inquisition after we've saved them from...
We must find out what Dragon's Breath is first. For now, our only lead is the Canary leader, the Vidasala.
Gentlemen!
My apologies, Lady Josephine. There has been an incident with...
How dare you?
Orlais would have been happy to help with the matter.
But now your own guards are attacking servants? You have overstepped your bounds.
Thank you for bringing this to my attention.
Thank you, Inquisitor. Orlais stands ready to assist the Inquisition.
Secrets and lies. Do you understand why we fear your Inquisition? You act as if you're the solution to every problem.
What's going on here?
The Orlesians tried to take one of our people, Inquisitor. We've secured the area.
This is the Winter Palace. You cannot simply seize control when one of your guards attacks a servant.
The Inquisition is handling this.
I only asked what he was doing.
And when I refused to bow to the Inquisition's dogs, you attacked me! How would you like us to handle the situation, Inquisitor?
That barrel there.
I was ordered to bring wine for the guests.
You're lying.
Your Inquisition soldiers are...
No, we're in control. Keep talking and you'll find yourself in chains.
I apologize for my guard's actions.
As you say, Inquisitor.
Inquisitor, I also found this by the barrel.
Did you resolve the problem with the guard?
The guard is the least of our problem.
Smile, Inquisitor. There are many eyes upon us. At least now we know the true extent of the dragon's breath.
How are you still smiling?
Years of training as a bard, Inquisitor. We cannot show weakness now. Enemies could be watching, or we can let them seize idle conversation between two friends.
The guard who confronted the servant said she found this note near one of the barrels. It looks like Kunari writing.
Let me see. I picked some up from the Iron Bull, though I'm told my accent is atrocious. These are orders for positioning the Gatlock in the palace. When duty has been performed, report to the Vidasala through the mirror marked by a bookcase.
I've been hoping to meet the esteemed Vidasala. How nice of her to...
Good. While you do that, I will have agents locate the Gatlock barrels and remove them safely. I will also send word to my foreign contacts. We must see where else this dragon could strike.